So I had a comment asking me about my new skincare routine. Have I changed anything over the winter? From Terrell. Hi again, Terrell. And for those of you who don't know, the joke that I made the previous week was a Blade Runner related joke. And that is my favourite movie. Yes, I am a little bit geeky. And I do have a Blade Runner tattoo. Sorry. Anyway, so these are the new things that I'm using right now and why. Now, I just moved house, so I actually don't have everything right here with me because it's still in boxes, but this is what I've got right now. So first of all, we have this Venn Moisture Balance All-in-One Facial Cleanser. Now, I used to use the Perfect Cleanser from the Perfect Peel, and I love it, and I still love it. But I'm using this one because I ran out of the other one, but also because it's kind of dry at the moment. I'm spending a lot of time in areas with heating on, and I don't know, it's just feeling, you know, kind of a little bit dry. So I do like this one. One of the things that I liked about the Perfect Cleanser was it does contain azelaic acid, which is very good for my skin as I get perioral dermatitis. This one does not have the azelaic acid, but it does have B3 and B5 and a bunch of antioxidants, which you probably don't really need in a cleanser, but anyway, they're in there. And just FYI, I would say that my skin type was combination, so oily T-zone and dry elsewhere, with the perioral dermatitis as an occasional complication. Now we're talking about antioxidants. So this is what I'm using right now. It's from Skinbetter Science. It's called Alto Advanced Defense and Repair Serum. Prior to this, I was using mainly SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic, although I have also dabbled with Illumier C&E. I prefer the consistency of it, so I'm kind of overusing a serum. This is more of a very thin cream. The second reason was it also has ingredients which are good against not only extrinsic damage but also intrinsic damage. Normally when I'm using SkinCeuticals, I use the resveratrol, which is for the intrinsic damage, and then the CE Ferulic, which is for the extrinsic, whereas this has got both in one particular product. That product is called Alkyl PQQ, and it's also got things in there which are good against pollution. Of course, living in central London, that's definitely something that I'm going to need. They do have another one which is similar, which is not the advanced, it's just the normal Alto Defense Serum, and that one does not have the intrinsic protection that this one does, which is why I'm using this. Next up, we have another product from Skinbetter Science, which is the AphaRet Clearing Serum. I was actually using the pH formula, active formula, but it's somewhere lost in the move, and I like that one, the pH formula, because it contains a bit of mandelic acid. This one doesn't have mandelic, it's salicylic and lactic together. What it does have is the proprietary Skinbetter Science AphaRet, which is kind of like their version of a retinol, but it's not a retinol. Sometimes products which contain high amounts of acids, I find that they can sometimes be a bit annoying. This has got a blend of plant products in there, like for example ginger, to help reduce redness and irritation. So if you are maybe a little bit sensitive, you could probably use it. If you're very sensitive, definitely not. For me, it's perfect though. Next up is my retinoid or retinoid line product, again from Skinbetter Science. As you can see, I've gone a little bit crazy for them recently, but I do really like this one. So it's got their AphaRet in, which is their combination of the retinol and AHA together, and it also contains additional glycolic acid. I love an acid for my skin, so even using these two things together is not too much for me. I can use this one during the day and this one during the evening, but some people may struggle with that. They also have a similar product which is specifically for eye use, but again, it's somewhere in here. I don't exactly know where it is. It's called IMAX, which is, I guess, kind of a pun. Next up, we have the moisturizer that I'm using right now. So I don't like to use something which is too heavy, and I don't use this every day, only when I need to. It's from Universe Skin, and it contains a mixture of peptides and omega-3 as well. If you're not familiar with Universe Skin, it's quite an interesting concept. So basically, they can mix a serum for your personal prescription, which contains various different things. So maybe it's going to have, I don't know, vitamin C in it, or maybe it's going to have vitamin K in it or something like that. And it's sort of like a coffee pod system where your practitioner will put all these things together and then make up the product for you, either in the clinic, or you'll have your personalized prescription then sent out to you directly from Universe Skin. I think it's a really, really good brand. If you're interested in learning more about Universe Skin, or if you would like to get your own personalized prescription, then I'm going to put a link underneath in the bio, and they have this AI basically that can do it for you. Last but not least, this is the SPF that I'm using right now. It's called Synergy 6. It's a British brand, and it's pretty unusual for a sunscreen. Sorry, you may struggle to get it elsewhere. I don't know if you can or not. The consistency is amazing. It feels like you're wearing a base, and it has it's not a tint, but it just makes your skin look really nice. Not only is it a physical sunscreen, it also has environmental filters in it as well. And it also reduces the harm caused by infrared heat. It's also active against blue light, so there is a point to wearing it inside, which is crazy. It also contains antioxidants, growth factors, and this thing called acetyl hexapeptide 49, which is a bit of a mouthful. They say that it actually causes a reduction and reversal of aging. I mean, I think it's quite a big claim, isn't it? But it's definitely got some good stuff in there, so you check that one out. Are you using any of these products? Anything you'd like to know more about, let me know in the comment section below. See you next time, and don't forget to subscribe, Ageless Achievers.